everybody, this is Troy from Michigan Prospectors. I got a sample from around a lake that I believe has glacier deposits from ancient history. And it's a theory. We're going to try that out right now. I am going to run this on my homemade sluice box here. I've made a modification. I've drilled out the holes bigger on here because there's a lot of gunk that would get trapped from dirty soil, and the holes would start not flowing right. There's a lot of gunk in there. I got to clean them out. And as you can see, there's no flow here in the beginning. So when I get that fixed here, we're going to run this. I'm going to work the bubbles off my mat. And I got a better water flow now. We'll see if there's anything in this stuff. I'm going to get a brush and brush that through. I got a little bit better water flow now though. Now if my theory proves correct, there should be some gold in here. So we'll see in a few minutes. I haven't classified or anything. I'm just throwing it on here. The mat should do the job. Any gravels I'll run down. Well guys, there's a lot of turbulence up here, so I don't expect anything here except for the heaviest of heavies. Right down in here is where the really heavy gravels and black sands start to accumulate. Right here is really thick with accumulation. And here you can see it filling up with black sands in this area, all up in here. There's still some blondes on the top. And then over here, it's pretty much all blondes and lighter stuff. And this part here probably won't catch anything at all. Everything that's worth anything is going to be trapped up here. So I've ran it all through. I'm just going to let this wash through a little bit longer and wash off some more of the blondes. The blondes are washing off really nice. And then we'll pan this out and see what we got. I shut off the water. I hope it shows in here. There you can see. There's quite a bit of black sand up in there. Might be something up in here. There's quite a bit of black sand stuck in here along with some gravel. Here's where it starts to get thick. Here the grooves are all filled up. And then it's a little bit less and less when we get more blinds down here. Well, I've got my Garrett gold trap here, and I'm going to wash this out into the gold trap. Let me set this up. We'll start with the little mat. I highly doubt there's anything really in there to speak of. Just a little bit of blonde sand. We'll slide down the big one. This one is loaded. Really loaded with stuff. Well, there's some black sands up in here, but I didn't see any in the black mat, so I guess we'll see how it goes. Now I'm going to run some water down the sluice and then we'll pan this out and see what we got. I classified down, looks like 1/8, I'm not sure. I classified down to a pretty fine mesh just to get any gravels out of the way. And then I panned it in my black pan down to pretty much down to just a couple, maybe a tablespoon or so. And now I'm going to put it in the Falcon, which I'm trying out, and see what we got left in here, if there's any gold. This is going to be impossible to show, but this is loaded with microfines. I'm seeing just so far, and I've been working this, I've been really working it for a while. I see 4 or 5 right now, and I'm just barely, it's so lightweight, it's so hard to work. But I've got 4 or 5 already. I had a whole mess of them, and then I bumped the pan. And all this junk from the tree keeps falling in. So I think I got a good sample here. But it's taken a long time to work. Especially with all the junk falling out of the trees. But I'll keep panning it and see what I get. Well, there you go, guys. It looks like a lot more in the bottom of a bucket, but that's about a quart of a sample from a lake where I believe there was a ancient glacier melt river, and I believe that was at the mouth of the river back in the day. And this was not a large amount of gold by any means, but this was a small sample, of course. But what it does show me is that I believe my theory is correct, that the closer you get to the mouth of an ancient glacier melt runoff river, the more gold flakes you're going to find per sample of a comparable size. So, for example, I find in my yard 1 speck of gold per normal shovel, and over at the cabin 5 miles away I find 1 speck per garden shovel, the little garden shovel for working in your garden or potted plants. And 5-10 miles further away I find about 6 to 8 flakes. Well, 6 good flakes and some microfines. So in one, I'd say, well, a quart, so it's a couple garden shovels. It's a little bit more. So it proves my theory. It's nothing you'll get rich on around here in Michigan, but it does prove my theory. And hopefully I'll get back one day and find some land that I can prospect on that's open, because I'd love to get into that river, but it's all private property. Well, anyway, please like this video, subscribe if you haven't, watch for cool videos to come. Talk to you later.